everybody. Welcome back to Talk with Nia. If you aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about Summer Jam being a flop. All right, so Summer Jam is going on in June. All right, I think June 4th. And apparently, Summer Jam is having some issues getting sold out and even had to downsize the stadium that the event was being held at.
The main thing that stuck out is the fact that it is now moving from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, which was a capacity of 82,000 people, to the UBS Arena in Long Island, which is 19,000 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what does that say about the Summer Jam event?
60,000 less seats.
The lineup, the drawing power, maybe?
I think it just speaks to whatever the budget that MS probably gave them.
Yeah.
Which I know for a long time, Summer Jam was a big moneymaker for them, and they would put the bread up and get it back. But yeah, I think it's just they didn't get the budget they deserved for Summer Jam. It's just not what it was.
But
at
why?
One time. Probably because their income in general, like when they go to accounting meetings, that they just don't have the money to put up to do, say, a MetLife. Because if you go over 1 minute in MetLife, it's fucking $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So it's probably just a nightmare, even though festivals are getting bigger and performances are becoming more important for artists. I just don't think Hot 97 they're not on iHeart, where iHeart can take a budget from another thing and just give it.
Right.
Yeah. MS, I think MS still owns them. You let me know.
They do.
Flex with the checks that he gives you, are they from Mr. Flex or are they from MS?
They're from Mr. Flex, but yes, I'm sure MS owns them still. Thank you.
F Flex
Yeah.
on your W9.
F Flex?
F Flex is nasty.
F Flex LLC.
Yeah, I just don't think they have the capital to be able to put together a MetLife show. And the money that artists are getting from festivals right now, they're getting way over what they typically do when Verizon is hosting a certain festival. Hot 97 probably just doesn't have the money to, one, fund MetLife, two, be able to afford the artists that they want.
I think I'm leaning more towards that. I think the fact that the Summer Jam Festival over the years has not been able to either book the bigger acts.
Mm.
And I think it speaks a lot. I think it speaks to the fact that just hip hop in general is now, the artists that are, I guess click-worthy names, they're just not stadium draws.
Yeah.
They don't draw 80,000 people. It's like the festival stage. This is now like, quote unquote, festival stage now. This went from a stadium stage to the festival stage that used to be outside of the stadium at MetLife. This is what this feels like now. It's like, okay, we have to condense this. We have to downsize this a little bit, only because, again, a lot of these artists, while they do have records that are, trending on social media and TikTok and things like that, it's not going to draw a stadium-sized crowd to come out paid to see these artists only perform one or two records that they have.
Right.
And it just kind of sucks because, Summer Jam is such a staple to us that this has turned into like, one of those nights at the Barclays when they'll put together like a quick lineup, promote it 2 weeks before, sell 20,000 tickets, and it's not, you don't stop what you're doing that year.
Right.
So Hot 97 Summer Jam downsized from an 82,000 capacity MetLife Stadium to a 19K capacity space, and it has still not sold out with just under 3 weeks left until the show. Now, let's look at the artists who are performing. Now, we have Cardi B headlining Summer Jam, and honestly, when I saw who was basically the main artist at this, I said, no wonder it hasn't sold out. No shade to anybody, but Cardi B has no music out. And her hit songs are from over 4 or 5 years ago. So why would Cardi B be headlining this show right now at this point in her career? And I like a lot of Cardi B songs, but this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Then we have Ice Spice, Lola Brooke, Coi Leray, and The Lox. Now listen, why would they expect a fully sold out show with 3 new female rap artists as the main performers? Glorilla has about 2 hit songs out right now that are basically dying out at this point. Lola Brooke has 1 hit song that's dying out at this point. And Ice Spice got about 4 songs. She's the most successful one out of these 3 newer female rap artists, because Coi Leray's been out longer than the other 3. Right? So Ice Spice got about 4 songs, but she's very new. And these ladies don't have a strong fan base yet that's going to immediately buy tickets and sell out these shows. Some of these girls struggle with getting streams and them to buy EPs or whatever. you know, but they're so new, right? Or they're new to mainstream. They're not mainstream yet. A lot of them are new to being mainstream. Okay. Now, we also got Coi Leray, right? Who typically doesn't get shown a lot of love because people say that she's like a TikTok rapper. You know what I mean? So I know she has fans, but I'm just saying, for these ladies as a collective unit to sell out Summer Jam, when I saw it, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. Then you're mixing the Locks to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It just doesn't mesh with the other leading artists they have. How does the Locks make sense to mix in with Cardi B, Coi Leray, Lola Brooke, Ice Spice, and Glorilla? It's just like when we watched that was the BET Hip Hop Awards, right? The BET Awards where they celebrated the 50 years of hip hop, and then they show all of the icons in hip hop, the old school rappers who have classics, and then they randomly switch to Lil Baby and Glorilla, and it didn't make sense, right? That's what you're basically doing here. It doesn't make any sense. It looks all over the place, okay? It don't mix. Now, why don't we have any big rap artists with current music out, current hits out right now? Like I said, no offense to Cardi B. She got songs that I like, but she has to be mixed in with some other top rappers, R&B artists, whatever you want to do, that have hits out right now for a show like this to have the potential to sell out. Okay? This isn't like back in the day, a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I definitely think she could have sold this out easily. Now, who would y'all want to see at Summer Jam? I mean, right now, I think everybody spent their coin on the Beyonce Renaissance tour, and everybody definitely spent their coin on Lil Wayne's tour because his tour was sold out despite everybody mad that he's making the shows in early. But I think people are saving their coins or they've already spent them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.